Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to I Got Something to Say. If you know, I got a backdrop. Got a little purple sheet going on right here. Nothing special. This is day 8 of the vlog. So what am we talking about right now? We're leaving Chick-fil-A. Well, I'm gonna step on Chick-fil-A for a moment. But I'm gonna talk about a little bit aging and being an older gay person, a gay senior. Um, there was an interesting article that I wrote about in my column today. Didn't understand and realize that when you get older, and especially if you don't have the support of family and friends, and I know that sometimes being gay can be a very lonely and a lone experience. But I didn't realize that the older folks may be going back into the closet to counteract the homophobia or to protect themselves from the homophobia they feel from getting assistance from strangers and staff living in assisted homes and nursing homes and things like that. There, Ned had no clue. Nobody should go back into the closet. And I know I speaking what it shoulda, coulda. No one should have to, I should say. But they do, because they don't want to feel the sting of facing homophobia alone at that age, because in your golden years, things should be a lot more seamless. And I understand about that. We need to support our older gay seniors if possible. Don't let them be in fear by themselves. You want to let your dog be in fear by yourself. Don't let a person who's part of our community, and especially a person who has not valuable knowledge and wisdom, because like I talked about in my column, black people revere their older people of their community. They see him as God of knowledge in some aspect, because we know that they have information they can pass down that's valuable to us. They've been through what we've been through. It's the same thing in the gay community. Older gay people have been through what we're going through now. They're wells of knowledge. Don't let them suffer alone, thinking they have to go back into the closet, because they don't. They're not alone. They got a whole community backing them up. Number 2. Now let's get to Chick-fil-A. I was at CNN and I saw the CNN iReport. I just want to shake my head, because there was this young dude. His name is on CNN iReport. His name is CV Neutron, and he did this report saying, "I am gay and I support Chick-fil-A." First of all, I'm thinking you are gay and you are dumb. That's the two things that should be true about this article. You're gay and you're dumb, and he did 2 articles about it, and I'll tell you why. Because let me rephrase that. I'm sorry. He's gay and he's young and naive. He's not even 20 years old yet, but the way that he writes, he got this whole political revolution, protest thing all sewn up, talking about basically, well, we all need to, that we're attacking Dan Cathy needlessly, basically. For one thing that he said, we need to pick our battles and blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking to myself, you have no clue about unity. You have no clue about community. It's not your fault. No one's really taught you, young buck, about community and unity. Because if you know that Dan Cathy is giving money to supporters that support us not having the rights that are due to us, just by being in this country and being alive. The Constitution grants us rights of being free and happy. Well, these people want to make the country a hypocrite, because they want to take those rights away from us, and Dan Cathy supports that. And you're just saying, oh, well, it's just one statement. Sorry, getting at the camera. It's just one statement. No, young buck. It's called, and the name of the article again is called, I am gay and I support Chick-fil-A. Right there shows a discord. It shows a disloyalty to the gay community. He brings up things talking about being in the Black Revolution. He understands what the Black Revolution was all about. And I'm not saying that because he's white. I'm saying that because he's young. And if he had any clue, he would know that the stain of that revolution would have been if any black person, like he brings up for example, he brings up the Montgomery boycott, and he talks about certain areas of that boycott where some people see the boycott as a stain or tainted part of the American history. Well, the only tainted part would have been if any black person would have rolled that bus during that Montgomery boycott. Yeah, people were conflicted about whether they should have rode the bus or not, or what course of action to take, but they all did not ride the bus in unity. That's the whole point. Though there was disagreement, they all did the same thing because they knew that a collective assault would have been is better than a conflicted and a discord trying to handle the problem on separate terms. So nobody rode the bus. Whether you agree with it or not, they didn't ride the bus. But too bad we can't say the same thing in the gay community. No matter what kind of discord or conflict that we have, here we got gay people going and eating chicken when the whole thing collective should be nobody's going, whether we disagree on the action or not. And he writing the whole thing talking about I support Chick-fil-A. Man, you know nothing. This young buck knows nothing about real unity, and I'm kind of hyped up and fired up about it. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I think I'm gonna leave it alone and say what I had to say.